The Nextel Cup Series off this weekend, but the Busch Series not. The Telcel-Motorola 200 racing in Mexico City. It is the third consecutive year a Busch race has been run in Mexico. Scott Pruitt on the pole, Juan Pablo Montoya in the number 42 car. Ganassi teammates taking control 1-2, lap 3. Montoya in second. Takes the inside track turn into 1, is able to get by Pruitt after a small bump, takes over the lead. Lap 44, Montoya still the leader. He's going to come into pit, but there's going to be a major problem for the pit crew. Fuel overflow tube breaks. They're not able to get enough fuel into the car. Montoya will have to come back to pit again. He would drop to 19th place. That's a problem. Lap 64, Montoya trying to move up from the back of the pack. He is going to get by Greg Biffle. Montoya trying to move from second to first, bumps his teammate Pruitt, spins him around. Now take another look from inside Montoya's car. Runs into the side of Pruitt while trying to pass. Another caution comes out. Montoya into first, able to hold off the rest of the field. Takes the green-white checkered flag, his first NASCAR win. Pruitt winds up in 5th place, and he's not happy with his teammate.
Of all the people to take you out, your teammate. I mean, that was just no good, low, nasty, dirty driving. I mean, you know, the Juicy Fruit car ran great all day long. We were making our calls. We were being smart. I had my family at home. It's just, I can't even put it into words. It's just so disappointing. We talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and talk about it in meetings. He's faster than me, you know, we'll work it out. He can go, you know, but not take each other out. That's just bad driving.
Pablo Montoya climbs from his car victorious, getting the Busch bath here in 7 starts. That's all it took in the Busch Series to get this victory. Juan, your baptism into NASCAR continues. Take us through today. What are the first thoughts on your mind?
Well, you know, it was a great day. Texaco in Dutch today, and with Telcel, you know, they did an amazing job. Yesterday we was a little disappointed with qualifying. It was 30, it wasn't great, but you know, it's great being here in Mexico. You know, being Telcel involved in the car, Texaco and Javelin, and just everybody, you know, gotta thank Chip.
There were high points, low points today. Of course, the low point. Talk about your teammate. What happened?
Well, it felt really bad because we both needed a really good finish. And I went into the braking, and we were both braking about the same point, but he was slowing down the car a lot more. And he kind of stayed wide, so I went for the inside. And when I was there, he just turned, and I had nowhere to go. I feel really sorry about him, but, you know.
What does it mean to you to come down here to Mexico and win in Latin America? There's his wife.
Oh, it's big, you know. We got this one out of the way now, and, you know, the next one we need to win in an oval. I want to win in an oval. You know, that's where we need to be good.
It was a day to remember for the NASCAR Busch Series drivers in Mexico City, as 31-year-old Juan Pablo Montoya gets his first career win and becomes the second non-American driver to win a NASCAR Busch Series event, guys. But it was not without incident, because to get to first, there was significant contact with his teammate entering turn 1. And a lot of people said that shouldn't have happened.
Well, that was the last thing that Juan Pablo Montoya wanted to see happen. He had fresh tires. He had a fast car. He got his teammate Scott Pruitt. They got together. And look, I can tell you, it was definitely not intentional. If I was Juan Pablo Montoya, I'd be calling Scott Pruitt and saying, hey, let's go to dinner, and I'm paying.
Well, what I see is 2 drivers doing what it takes to win. These guys were trying to win the race. Scott Pruitt doing just what he had to do. He had to block that move by Juan Montoya to win the race, and Juan Pablo Montoya doing what he had to do. He knew he had to make that thing stick in turn 1 for him to get up front and win the race. So I just see 2 guys doing whatever it took to win the race.
One thing for sure, I will bet that Juan Pablo Montoya will not be getting any free Juicy Fruit gum in the future, because that's the car he spun his teammate as tempers flared. But what Juan Pablo Montoya did get was a place in the NASCAR record books as a winner today in Mexico City. Juan Pablo Montoya takes the victory.